Okay, so the PS Vita just updated for the first time, so now actually I should be able to set up my PSN account. No problem. But before that, I guess let's do a quick comparison to the old PSPs. Since I have the PSP Go, and then I also have the first PSP model actually. So obviously, when it comes to the Go, it is much bigger. I mean, the PSP Go almost fits into just the screen part of the PS Vita, which is pretty crazy. But even though people say the PS Vita is ginormous, I mean, if you compare it to the original PSP model, it's not that much bigger. I mean, if we do it side by side here, there's only that much space right here that's much bigger, and you know, even on top, that's almost the size of the PS Vita. Now, also, width, very comparable. I mean, the PS Vita is slightly thicker, I feel like. Actually, they might be the same. I don't know, but when people say that the PS Vita is ginormous, just think about the first PSP model for a minute, and then, and wow, so much heavier too. I mean, wow. Anyways, so let's go through some of these menus here. I'm not gonna do Welcome Park yet. I'll do that later. I guess let me set up my PSN account to see if that works now. I'm not actually sure where I would do that. Would I do it through the PSN store? Guess we'll find out. Alright, so now that I have my PSN account completely set up, one thing I did notice while setting it up is the keyboard function is, while it's super responsive, because the Vita is so thick or so wide, it's kind of hard to get your thumbs exactly, across the entire screen when typing. It's not a huge issue, but it's a little bit weird. Definitely something you have to get used to. Let's do anyone, share friend list, friends of friends. Actually, let's do friends of friends. And depending on what this app is, I might be able to demonstrate the keyboard right here. No messages. Can I send messages? Create message. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. So this is the keyboard, very responsive, like I said, but case in point, like having to get to the V or G or just the letters in the middle of the keyboard in general is just, it requires you to reach, further with your thumbs, which may feel weird, especially if you're used to something that's small like the iPhone. But other than that, it is like super responsive. So we got the PSN store right there. We got the Near right here, although I didn't sign up for AT&T and it's not using GPS, or I don't think it is yet, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. Alright. Also, the big issue is, us being here in Florida, there weren't tons of people lined up for this. In fact, I was one of the only ones, so if I find someone with Near, it's gonna be a miracle. So, sure, location data, okay. Okay, so Near's gonna share the games that I play, as well as show me, I guess, people who played similar games or up to one, okay. Out and about, okay. What does that mean? Oh, unpopulated location discovered. That's not a huge surprise. So that basically means that I'm the only one within 2 kilometers. Okay. like I said, not a huge surprise. I don't think a lot of people have the PS Vita here in South Florida yet. Had I been in California, I'm sure I would have found a lot more people. But let's see, Discovery is probably nothing. Nope. Well, not a huge deal. But it works, so I guess it works off of your Wi-Fi as well. Friends, group messaging. I've done that. Trophies. Let's look at some. Let's see if my PS3 trophies transfer into the PS Vita. Oh, the PS. Okay, so you can filter through PS Vita trophies, and I think through PlayStation Network trophies, which should show up every trophy that I've gotten on my PS3 system. Yes. And I am terrible at obtaining trophies, as you can see. But okay, so let's say I wanted to check Infamous because it's one of my most most completed games. So here you can actually see every trophy, even the ones you haven't unlocked, with the directions on how to unlock them. And the ones you did unlock, along with the icon and everything else.